Hey friends, Jeff here with mixpractice.com and missionmusician.com. Have another 31 mix tips in 31 days tutorial coming at you. So let's jump in. All right, so I want to continue on in our vocal chain processing. If you remember the video from yesterday, we talked about simple basic vocal chains. Now I want to start getting into a little bit more complicated vocal chains. All right, so we're going to start with this guy right here. In the first slot, I have Melodyne. Okay, so if you really want to process a vocal and give it that, that quick tuning effect, that's thankfully starting to die out a little bit. You can use a Melodyne, Auto-Tune, or something here. Now, I'll tell you that I typically tune vocals before I process them. So if they need tuning, if they need a little nudge here and there, I'll do it prior to processing them. But I wanted to show this because a lot of producers do keep an Auto-Tune or Melodyne on their vocal chain. Okay, I do not, but there's the option. Okay, so now we're going to start getting into kind of character EQs. Okay, so this is the VEQ from Waves. I'm not sure what this emulates. I want to say it emulates a Neve, but I could be totally wrong. However, this does impart a character on the vocal. Okay, so we got that going on, and now we're starting to use other things besides stock compressors in this chain. So this is an 1176 emulation of the Bluey, and then we're following that up with the de-esser, right? All right, so let's listen to what this one sounds like.
Summer life, good friends and good times, with a warm water punchline. Crack a joke, laugh out loud with a smile, and find nothing wrong if I try.
Okay, so it sounds nice. Sounds much better. All right, let's move on to the next chain real quick. Again, I have Melodyne, just to kind of show you that you can use Melodyne or Auto-Tune in any vocal chain if you want. Now I'm going to VMR. Okay, and so in this particular instance, I am adding in console emulation, and I am adding in an EQ. And in this case, I chose the Custom Series Equalizer. Really like this equalizer on vocals. It's a very, very nice equalizer, and you can really kind of push it up without doing a whole lot of harm to your audio. So I kind of like that. Again, the 1176, and I'm following that up by an LA2A. So I have two compressors here, and in a couple of videos, here's another spoiler alert. I'm going to talk about compressor stacking and why I use that technique. So, and then this should have had the de-esser after it. I don't know why it didn't, but let's listen to what this one sounds like. So again, we've added console emulation to this track. All right, here we go.
Summer life, good friends and good times, with a warm water punchline. Crack a joke, laugh out loud with a smile, couldn't find nothing wrong if I tried.
All right, cool. And lastly, I'm starting this vocal chain with a tape emulation. So I'm simulating tape coming into the board. So an already recorded vocal on a tape machine coming into the mixing board. And I'm just using a 2-inch 16 track. I played around with the IPS and the tape style and settled on this. Then I'm running into VMR with further processing here. So let's see what all's going on here. It's actually quite a lot, maybe even too much. So I am simulating a preamp here, a console here, and then I am using a sonic enhancer, which is what the Revival is, and I'm using a couple of EQs to get the sound that I want. I'm actually using 3 EQs in this instance, which is probably a little overkill, to be honest with you. But I just threw them on there so you could see how you can do this. And then I'm using FG Bomber, which is kind of an enigma, to be honest with you. It can do some compression, some transient design. It's just got a whole bunch of stuff locked into it. So I threw it on here thinking, maybe I'll use that, maybe I won't. But I ended up and liked how it sounds, so I just kept it. All right, so following out of the VMR, I'm going to, it looks like I'm clipping a little, the 1176, and then I'm going into an LA2A, which I just love the 1176 and the LA2A together on vocals. And then I'm going into a different de-esser. And I tend to like this de-esser quite a bit more than the Pro Tools stock de-esser. However, I'm not a big fan of de-essers to begin with, and I kind of like to manually de-ess a vocal track, and maybe that will be one of the videos coming up as well. So let's take a listen to what this guy sounds like.
Summer life, good friends and good times, with a warm water punchline.
And so I really like the way this vocal sounds in this scenario. It's really warmed it up. I love the tape emulation, the preamp emulation, the console emulation. I just like what it does to this vocal, because this vocal was very thin to begin with. So let's listen to this, and I'll take everything off and then bring it back in.
Summer life, good friends and good times, with a warm water punchline. Crack a joke, laugh out loud with a smile. Wouldn't find nothing wrong if I tried.
Huge difference. So let's quickly, and I know we're over time again, let's compare this to maybe just the EQ and the compressor over here. So I'll start over here.
Summer life, good friends and good times, with a warm water punchline. Crack a joke, laugh out loud with a smile. Couldn't find nothing wrong if I tried.
Okay, so now when I listen to that compared to this, feel like this is maybe a little over compressed. So I may back off the compression, but I love what the tape saturation is doing, the warmness that it's at. This track definitely feels a lot warmer than this. This one seems brighter, but this one feels warmer, but still has that upper end information. All right, so I'm going to wrap this up here. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you like these videos, and I'll be bringing you another one tomorrow. So look forward to that, and I will talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.